Hold on to your hats, folks, because the world of AI just got a whole lot wilder. We're diving deep into some mind-blowing new tools that are set to revolutionize everything from 3D scene creation to video generation. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. First up, prepare to be amazed by Wonderland, an AI that's about to change the game when it comes to 3D environments. This incredible tool can conjure an entire explorable 3D scene from just a single image. Take a look at this example. You can navigate around this 3D scene, and everything stays remarkably consistent. Now, obviously, from a single snapshot, we can't know what lies beyond the frame or behind this bear. But Wonderland intelligently fills in the gaps, generating a beautiful and believable world. Here's another one. An image of a rose garden transforms into a fully navigable 3D world. And check out this stunning landscape photo. Notice how you can pivot left or right, completely away from the original image, and the AI seamlessly guesses and generates what that would look like. It's mind-bogglingly consistent. Now, I've showcased AI tools in the past that also dabble in 3D scene generation from a single image. For instance, Dimension X lets you rotate, tilt, and zoom in and out of an image, offering a lot of flexibility. And Google DeepMind's Cat 3D, with its impressive examples. But honestly, Wonderland seems to be the cream of the crop, delivering the highest quality and most consistent 3D scenes I've encountered yet. So, what's the secret sauce? It's something called a camera-guided video diffusion model. This component crafts videos that precisely follow your specified camera trajectories. For instance, if you want the camera to zoom in and pan left, then zoom out, turn right, zoom out further, and finally return to the center, you can do that. If your starting image is a lady in a kimono brewing tea, here's the result you'll get. Apply this same camera movement to a dog in a car, and voila. Or swap the dog for a building in the middle of nowhere, and the camera motion is applied consistently. It's an incredibly versatile tool for creating animations with precise camera control. Right now, Wonderland is just a preprint, but the good news is they've indicated that the code is coming soon, suggesting it might become open source. Fantastic, right? I'll drop a link to their page in the description so you can delve deeper. Next, feast your eyes on Cap 4D, an AI that crafts realistic 4D avatars, animatable in real time. Just feed it one image or multiple for even better accuracy, and you're good to go. The real-time animation is a major leap forward compared to similar tools we've seen before. You can rotate these avatars, animate them, move their eyes, change expressions, and it all looks remarkably consistent and lifelike. Check out these additional examples. Even tricky expressions are handled with finesse. And like I said, it's super flexible. One image or several, your choice. It even works wonders with 2D or fictional animated characters, as these examples demonstrate. On their website, they have an interactive viewer. Click on these images, rotate them, and see for yourself. For example, with just one reference image of Abraham Lincoln, you get a 3D avatar you can animate with various expressions. Now let's up the ante with 4 images of someone. The resulting avatar looks like this. I'm rotating it with my mouse and it's incredibly consistent and accurate. It truly resembles the original person. Here's another example with a 2D character, and it animates it flawlessly. And finally, one last example with just a single image of Geoffrey Hinton. See? A 3D avatar of Geoffrey, ready for animated expressions. It's astonishing how accurate this is, especially considering it's generated from just one photo. So how does Cap 4D work its magic? It involves 2 stages. First, it takes the reference images and employs a morphable multi-view diffusion model, MMDM, to generate numerous images from different views and expressions. Then, in the second stage, a 4D avatar is constructed from these generated images, plus the original reference images. The best part? These avatars can be controlled and rendered in real time. With this 3D avatar, you can plug in a reference video, a driving video, and map the movements and expressions onto the avatar. And because it's a 3D avatar, you can rotate it to any camera angle you desire. Compared to other methods, Cap 4D currently reigns supreme in terms of quality and consistency. Truly impressive stuff. I've featured similar tools on my channel before, like the free and open source AI Live Portrait. It maps expressions from a driving video onto another face, and it excels at handling tricky expressions. However, this new tool, Cap 4D, is on a whole other level. It doesn't just animate a face, it creates an entire 3D model, allowing for rotation to any camera angle. Plus, The real-time rendering is insane. I'm quite early to this one, so they haven't released any code yet. But they've stated that the code is coming soon, suggesting it will likely be open-sourced. I'll link to their main page in the description for you to explore further. Now let's talk about video generation. When OpenAI's highly anticipated video generator, Sora, was finally released, many expected a game changer that would blow the competition out of the water. But that wasn't quite the case. Yes, most generations from Sora are noticeably better in quality and consistency, but it's not leagues ahead of existing leading video models like Kling, Minimax, or even the open-source Hunyuan. You could even argue that Sora is very similar and only marginally better in some cases. Well, forget about Sora, because this week, a new video model has emerged, and it's truly mind-blowing. Google has unveiled its latest video generator, Veo 2, and just look at the quality and realism of these videos. It's on a whole other level compared to other video models we've seen. It can create videos up to 4K resolution in various styles, including cinematic and animation, as you can see here. Honestly, with a tool like this, I think Hollywood-level quality films are within reach by next year. Here are some more examples using Veo 2. The consistency is just so much better than Sora. With most of these videos, I really have to scrutinize them to spot any telltale signs of AI generation. But honestly, for most of them, it's incredibly difficult. Even with Sora, it's usually easy for me to tell it's AI generated. But with Veo 2's creations, the lines are becoming seriously blurred. It excels at rendering fingers, faces, animals, and high-action scenes. Veo 2 is incredibly realistic and clearly surpasses the competition. Look at these sports videos. They're so realistic. If I stumbled upon this on my Twitter feed, I would never suspect it was AI generated. Here's another example of a woman figure skating. I believe this is the first model that can generate a decent figure skating video. Other models tend to hallucinate and mess up the limbs during spins. Here's another tricky example. The prompt is, a cat roars while looking at its reflection in the mirror, but instead sees itself as a lion roaring. Understanding reflections and mirror dynamics has been a challenge for AI, but as you can see, Veo 2 handles it flawlessly. And here's another super realistic example of blueberries dropping into a cup of water. I don't know about you, but I can't find any flaws in this video. If you spot anything, let me know in the comments. This technology unleashes so much creativity. Now anyone can direct and create their own movie at home, using just a few simple prompts. You can create any special effects you desire, any character you want, whether realistic, sci-fi, fantasy, or animation. We're definitely going to see Hollywood-level films created entirely from AI by next year. Wondering how much better Google's Veo 2 is compared to OpenAI's Sora? Here are a few examples using the same prompt. As you can see, in most cases, Sora struggles to grasp the physics of things. There are a lot of noticeable flaws with Sora. It fails to understand the physics of cutting a tomato. It fails to generate a dog jumping around properly. And it fails to generate a car drifting across the street. There's still a lot of uncanny stuff going on with Sora. By the way, here's an interesting tidbit. Tim Brooks, previously the head of OpenAI's Sora, announced a few months ago that he'd be joining Google DeepMind to work on video generation and world simulators. So, from an outsider's perspective, it seems like the talent behind Sora has moved to Google to work on Veo 2. And look at what they've created. It's a massive leap forward compared to Sora. And keep in mind that Google has a near monopoly on compute, with their own tensor processing units, TPUs, which some argue are even better than NVIDIA's best GPUs. Veo 2 is currently only available to some early testers, so it's not out for everyone yet. But what you can do right now is head over to labs.google, link in the description, and join the waitlist. They've indicated that Veo 2, also known as Video Effects, is coming to Google's AI Studio early next year. In other news, if you haven't heard, Google has this incredibly powerful tool called AI Studio, where you can use their best and latest AI models for free. It's packed with capabilities. For instance, click on Stream Real Time, and you can converse with Gemini like a real-time voice assistant. You can also share your webcam or phone's camera and ask it questions, or share your screen. So if you're playing a video game, you can have an AI assist you. Or if you're studying and have lecture notes, you can share them and ask questions, and it will respond in real time with a voice. I've already done a full review on this, so definitely check out that video if you haven't already. The reason I'm mentioning AI Studio again is that Google has released an even better and smarter model this week. If you click on the model dropdown, you'll see a new model called Gemini 2.0 Flash Thinking, experimental. And the crazy thing is, it's currently $0 to use. You can use it for free, unlimited times. This thinking model takes time to ponder the question before outputting an answer. So in theory, its responses should be superior to their previous best model. Let's select it and ask, which number is bigger, 9.9 or 9.11? Click Run and see what happens. You'll notice it takes a much longer time to formulate its answer, and you can expand this to see its thought process. It first processes the goal, determining which number is larger. Then it focuses on the whole number, compares the decimal parts, aligns the decimal places, and compares digit by digit, etc. Finally, it concludes that 9.9 is bigger than 9.11, which is correct. You can use this for free right now in Google's AI Studio. Link in the description. And that's a wrap on this whirlwind tour of the latest AI marvels. From crafting explorable 3D worlds to generating Hollywood-level videos, the future of creativity is here, and it's powered by AI. Don't forget to check out the links in the description to explore these tools for yourself. Stay tuned for more updates, because the AI revolution is just getting started.